Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Osas-Daniel and I help great people to effortlessly achieve their burning desires faster so they can have enough time to enjoy their life anywhere they want to with those they love most, and also teaching them to help others do the same. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I have achieved my own desires in the areas of money, finances. And now, for the sake of modesty, permit me not to give actual figures, but I hope that the information I communicate will pass the message across, because this video is really not to impress you sincerely. It's actually to impress upon you that there is no desires that you cannot achieve, and there are laid down principles that you can actually follow. There are paths you can take that will actually lead you to that desire. There is really no desires that is too vague. There is no desire that is too big. Why? I believe what the Bible said in Mark chapter 11 verse 24. Jesus said himself, said, whatsoever thing ye desire. He did not put any limitation whatsoever. I don't care what you desire, as long as your desire is within the boundary of contributing to the lives of others and also helping you to grow and get fulfillment in life, then it's a worthwhile desire that should be achieved. Because when our desires are not achieved, we do not live out the full expression of what God has placed within us. Now, if you think that achieving your financial goal it's a product of doing many things that you are not doing yet, then this video will make you change your mind. Because when we talk about finances, when we talk about money, while a lot of people shy away from it, but you also agree that you cannot run away from money. There's nobody that doesn't need money. For you to be watching this video, money is talking. For you to do anything, there's actually nobody that lives all through the day without having something to do with money. Yes, money is not the most important thing in life, but money play a role in everything that is important in life. So the first thing that comes to people's mind when it comes to generating wealth and living in abundance and then gaining financial freedom, the first thing that comes to their mind is multiple streams of income. They say, okay, I am doing this job right now. If I can get another job, I'll be able to increase the amount of money that I am earning. So you see many people wanting to do many things at the same time. But let me ask you, with those many things you have been doing, how far have you gone? Isn't it appropriate for you to just take a minute and think through it? Well, I was like you some years ago, when I thought that, okay, because I am a staff of the Federal Ministry of Health in the Federal College of Medical Lab Science, so I had my salary being paid every month. And then I thought, okay, yeah, salary is not going to be enough, because yes, they will always say that, oh, if it is salary you are depending on to be rich. Nobody has ever become rich through salary. I said, except the person is stealing. And that's true. That's a fact. You can't get wealthy, you can't get financially free just by depending on your salary, except you want to start living below your means, your income. That's also one bluff that they talk about when it comes to financial education, or try to live below your means. If you live below your means, you are not living the life that you truly desire to live, and that's not what I prescribe. Yes, you're not going to live above your means, but you can actually get to the point where you are able to make all that you need, or even more than you need, to live the life that you desire to live. Now, when I started pursuing financial freedom, what I thought initially was that, okay, I need to do other things to also allow money income to start coming in. So I got into some online businesses where I had to I started doing some things online, selling some things online, digital products and all that. Yes, I made quite some money. I remember the profit I made in one of the months was enough for me to buy a new phone for my wife. Yeah, that was exciting. Getting to understand that you can earn outside a salary. So you ain't waiting for salary to drop for you to do some of the things that you needed to do. So I got excited and I started earning money. Now, what I'm sharing with you now is actually one of the courses that I have, how to increase your income without quitting your 9-to-5 job. It's a coaching program that I have. If you want to sign into it, where I interacted with several other people, to get their insight, their inputs into the area that we are talking about, how people can increase their income. It's a 7-day course that you can actually go through and then get to understand details of what I'm sharing with you. But suffice it for this video to understand that I did those things. I made a lot of money, and then because I thought that, okay, if I can multiply, if I can increase my sales, do more adverts, I'll be able to get more money. So instead of just selling those things online, I went and opened a physical shop, employed someone to also do it, went to banks, had an agreement with some of the banks around, and then got some of their products to actually sell. And then I started. The first month, I discovered that the money I made from that business was, yes, I made some money from the physical business, but the one I made online reduced. So I thought maybe, okay, I was not giving enough time, I was not doing enough publicity and all that. I increased publicity, went and printed bills for the physical, and I was doing, my usual online marketing and all that. Everybody online knew that I was selling it. There is no money. Every morning you must get an advert from me. Like, some people even got pissed, like, come on, why all this? I was just trying to market, trying to reach as many people that I want, that I thought, have not known and have not patronized me before. So the next month, I discovered that the one I made in the physical and the one I made in the online, all put together, were equivalent, almost equal to what I was making in the online alone. And then I started asking questions. What's wrong? Until I discovered what I'm sharing with you right now. I discovered that it is really not about the amount of things you are doing. It is primarily about your financial thermostat. How much can your mind carry? How much monthly income do you have in your mind? It is the range of an amount you have in your mind that determines the amount of money you make in the physical. This looks vague. I tell you for free, go and find out. Until I realized this, and then I now discovered that, come on, this was what was wrong with me. Because many people want to know, how can I get rich? But before you ask yourself, how can I increase my income, ask yourself, why have you not been making such an amount before now? You should ask why. Because when you understand what is stopping you from doing what you want to do, then how to do it becomes very easy. I'll take that again, because I want you to tattoo it in the tablet of your mind. When you discover why you have not been able to do what you desire to do, the how to do it becomes very easy. So when I found out that what I needed was growth in my mind about money, I needed to be comfortable with abundance. I needed to break the limiting beliefs about money that I grew up with. Yes, the environment you grew up with, was it a wealthy environment? Your parents, were they living in affluence? Or you were part of those that the time you tasted Coca-Cola was when they bought a bottle and then they asked you to bring your cups and they turn a little for you here, a little for you here, a little for you there. Now, if you grow in such environment where you have to take bread and tea only when you are sick, then you should know that a limiting belief about money, about abundance, has already been built in your mind, and what is in your mind is what is going to determine how much you earn. It's really not where you work. Because a lot of people earn big offered salary, and then at the end of the month, they really cannot show what they did with the money, what happened to the money. So when I discovered that, and then I began to learn what to do to break out of those things, when I set in motion, you really want to know what to do to break out of those things, drop a comment on the comment section and then DM me so we can talk more about it. Because this video is not enough to explain, but let me tell you what happened. When I began to do the things that I needed to do, they tweak a little here, growth a little there, reaching out to the people I needed to reach out to, learning the things that I needed to learn, putting myself under a routine that was going to break me out of that limiting beliefs about money. Let me tell you what happened. I didn't need to increase my income, my streams of income. What happened was that as I began to grow, as the amount of money in my mind, my financial thermostat started increasing and increasing and increasing, opportunities started dropping, ideas started coming up of how to make more money, to the point where I had an opportunity that came to me, and I had to, consult for a professional tech company where I didn't have to do much. It's just to bring in some of my expertise and then, relationship into the organizations. And then what I make to just sound modest, what I make from that business without doing nothing. Maybe what I've done this year, maybe just to take a trip to another state to have a meeting, maybe for 2 days. But what I have made from that company as my own percentage from whatever that comes into the company through the input that I have made, it's more than my salary put together for a year. And then I began to also have ideas to understand that multiple stream of income is not you doing multiple things, but understanding that that one thing that you are doing, you can actually expand it into several other things. I'll give you an instance before we end this video. For instance, if you are a teacher like I am, you can get multiple streams of income just from what you do. For instance, right now I am talking to you and sharing content of what I know on YouTube, my YouTube channel. Now, if I get to the point where my YouTube becomes populated with viewers, YouTube will start paying me. That's a stream of income from the knowledge that I have. Now I have built coaching courses from the same knowledge, and people pay me to access those courses across the world. I have students that are living outside the country, so my income is not limited to the currency of my nation. So I have people from the UK, I have people from various other countries, and they sign up for my coaching program and I get paid. Now I am also invited to speak the same knowledge, just teaching the same knowledge. I'm invited to speak in several platforms, and then I am also paid. How many have I mentioned now? 3. Okay, I have books that I have written. I have written The Power of Your Desire. I have written Broke to Bank, How to Increase Your Income from without quitting your day's job. I have Soulmate and other books. I have 4 books right now. So if I sell those books, of course, it is also money. I can go on and on and on and on. I can consult for people. I can do one-on-one coaching. I can do group coaching, and I can do a lot of things just from one knowledge. And you can see the multiple streams of income that are coming in just by the one knowledge. But this is a product of having a financial thermostat that is that is big, that is large. So when your financial thermostat is large, what's going to be happening to you is that ideas for income to flow into your life in response to the amount you have in your mind will be pouring in. And that's how I've achieved financial goals in my own life, and I can help you to do the same. It's not magic, it's a law. If you know the law and you apply it, it will work for you. It has no respect for location, it has no respect for color, it has no respect for gender. And I hope that these contribute value to you. And if it does, feel free to reach out to me, share with others, and also click the like button, stay subscribed, so you always get my videos when next I upload others. Thank you for sticking with me, and cheers.